I think I clicked the button too soon. This is finding the main topic. We're going to click on our book.
Do you ever wonder how big a bird's nest can get? Let's read to find out.
Birds build big. I think we read this one in class.
Birds Build Big by Amy Kraft. Before you read, do you know what an apartment building is? If you do, tap the picture that shows an apartment building. If you don't, tap the question mark to learn more.
We have done this one in class. All right, so what is an apartment building? Does an apartment building look like a bunch of windows to where there's houses inside? Or does it look like a store? Like you can go to the store. Yes, it looks like a bunch of houses with lots of windows.
That's it. Are you ready to read Birds Build Big? Let's go.
Have you ever been in an apartment building? I know some of you have. Some of you live there. It's a big building with many small homes inside of it. This is an apartment building. Some birds make nests this way too. They're called weaver birds. And this is what a weaver bird's nest looks like.
What are inside both a weaver bird nest and an apartment building?
Are small homes?
Small homes. Many people. Weaver birds.
Are weaver birds inside both apartment buildings and nests? No, so we're not going to say that one. Okay, so many people. Many people can be in an apartment building, but can people be in a nest? No. All right, what was that last one again?
Small homes.
Small homes. The apartment building has small homes, and a weaver bird's nest has small homes for the birds. So I think we're going to say small homes.
Nice work.
Weaver birds live in the desert in Africa. These little birds build big nests. More than 400 birds might live in one nest. Can you imagine living with 400 different people? Wow. Each bird family has its own room. The birds make tunnels to connect the rooms. The nest is like an apartment building. This nest has small rooms inside of it. So each of these different holes is like a small room or like a little apartment.
How many birds live in a weaver bird nest?
How many birds? Well, what did it say that we... Let's see. How many birds live in a weaver bird's nest? All right, let's see.
Many birds live in each nest.
I think that's a pretty good answer, but let's check all the other ones.
One bird lives in each nest.
One bird in each nest? That doesn't sound right.
2 birds live in each nest.
2 birds can live in each nest, but let's see. 400 birds live in one nest. Oh, 2 to 400? That's a big difference. Let's check that first one again.
Many birds live in each nest.
Many birds. I'm going to say many birds. 400 is
good
many
thinking.
birds. Weaver birds work together. They use straw to make a nest. The birds stuff straw into the sides and bottom of the nest. This makes the nest bigger. The birds work on a nest for years. One nest might be as big as your classroom. Do you guys remember how big our classroom was? That's a lot of birds. Many weaver birds work together on a nest. So you see how they're like really small and they all work together?
How do weaver birds build their nest?
Okay, let's see the first one.
Weaver birds work in classrooms.
Do weaver birds go to school? No, that one's silly. Their nests are as big as classrooms, but they don't go to a classroom.
Weaver birds work alone.
Did they work alone or did they work together? Let's see that last one.
Weaver birds work together.
Okay, let's go back. Many weaver birds work together on a nest. We're going to pick together.
You got it. Way to figure it out.
A big nest protects weaver birds and their eggs. Snakes, Miss Sam doesn't like snakes at all. And hawks want to eat the eggs. The sharp, spiky straw in the big nest keeps them away. I don't like it. The spiky straw keeps the snake out.
What makes the nest a safe place for weaver birds?
The nest is made with sharp, spiky
The nest is made
straw.
with sharp, spiky straw.
Well, that goes with our story, but let's check the other one.
The nest has many eggs inside it.
But does that keep it safe?
The nest is home for hundreds of birds.
This is very true, but do the birds keep it safe, or did it say the spiky straw kept it safe? Yeah, I'm going to go with the spiky straw.
The nest is made with sharp, spiky straw. Great job finding the answer.
Wow, look at that picture. That's a really cool nest. The big nest makes shade that keeps the birds cool. Feathers and grass in each room keep the birds warm. Rain runs off the slanted roof. The birds stay dry. Weaver birds know how to work and live together. They know how to build big. What do we think a slanted roof means? Let's look. Well, it looks like it can run down. So, if it was like a square, do you think the water could run off of it? No. So, let's see what slanted means. A slanted roof tips to one side. All right, so you see how it leans over to one side so the rainwater can run off? That's how it slants.
How does the nest keep weaver birds dry?
Okay.
The nest makes shade.
But does that keep them dry?
The nest has a roof. The nest has feathers.
All right, so let's see. We know that it has a roof, and we know that it has feathers. So let's go back and find feathers. Feathers and grass in each room keep the bird warm. But does that keep them dry? No. Rain runs off the slanted roof. So if the rain runs off, that keeps them dry. So they have a roof.
The nest has a roof. Nice job thinking that through. What is the whole text mostly about? Weaver birds like living in apartments. Weaver birds build and live in big nests. Weaver birds learn to live in the desert.
Okay, so weaver birds like living in apartments. Do they live in apartments? No, that one's silly. Weaver birds build and live in big nests. So the weaver birds build them and they live in them. I'm thinking that one's right, but let's check the next one. Weaver birds learn to live in the desert. Did they have to learn to live in the desert? No, they already knew how to live in the desert. So I'm going with weaver birds build and live in big nests.
Good work! Wow! Weaver bird nests can get very big. What will you read about next? Think about this. What happens when 500,000 ants get together? Maybe this text will help us find out.
500,000 ants? That's
Ant
crazy.
City by Roscoe Harvey. Before you read, do you know what a team is? If you do, tap the picture that shows a team. If you don't, tap the question mark to learn more.
Alright, so we see a girl that's swimming, and then we see a bunch of people working together to wash a car. Which one of these do you think is a team? Who's working as a team? Very good. The people that are washing the car.
Good thinking. Ready to begin? Read Ant City carefully. You only get one chance to answer each question.
Alright, I'm going to go through this first one with you real quick. Would you look down or up to find a city of ants? In the rainforest, look up. An ant city might be in the trees. Weaver ants build nests in trees. Didn't we just learn about weaver birds? A nest can be as big as a soccer ball. An ant city might have 100 nests. 500,000 tiny weaver ants might live there. There are 2 weaver ant nests in this tree. I can't even see them. Maybe they're right there.
Where do weaver ants build their nests?
Where do weaver ants build their nests?
On the ground, in trees, in the city.
Oh, I did not mean to click on that one. Do they build them in the cities? No, because they live in the rainforest. Are they on the ground? No, because it told us to look up in the trees. Very good. All right, you guys got this. You guys can click over here to have it read to you. Good luck.